Alright, what is going on, guys? In this video I'm going over, is it worth buying Marvel Avengers game in 2022? So this game has a lot of good going for it and a lot of bad going for it. So I do hope you enjoy this video. Obviously, it's just my personal opinion on the subject, so obviously take it with a pinch of salt. Obviously you may differ from me, which is definitely true, you know. So if you do enjoy the video, like and subscribe, and obviously I'll get into it now. So I think the first thing I'm actually going to talk about when I get into this game is what it actually did well, and this game did a lot of things very good, and actually a lot of things very bad. So to start with the good things that this game did was it made the heroes like Iron Man, Thor, Captain America and Hulk all feel, you know, actually fun to use. These are obviously the main heroes that people want to play with, and you know, these heroes are good to use, they're fun, and you know, you actually feel like, you know, you're playing with those characters, and they managed to make unique skills for these characters, and you know, what people wanted. You know, you can fly around as Iron Man, you can, you know, do all that type of stuff. You can actually, like, you sound like you feel like you're good with Cap, you're throwing around the shield. With Thor, you actually, you know, throwing around the hammer, etc. I know it's not a throwing here now about me, but you know, using these characters was fun. When, you know, each one doesn't feel the same, they all feel different, they all have their different things, and they've really nailed that. I feel like that type of gameplay with using each characters. Another thing that they really nailed here, I feel like, is the skill tree, and this might be a bit controversial, but I feel like there's a lot of different abilities for each character that you can unlock, and you know, there's a lot to progress through in each character. There's a lot of things to do. If you want to use this individual character, you can get them to like level 50 or something, and you know, there's a lot to do for each individual character. So there's about like 10 characters, and each one has their own individual like skill tree and apparently different abilities, what they can, you know, all make better. Which is obviously, that took a lot of time, and it is good. For example, Iron Man, I think he benefits from this a lot in this game, and like Captain America and Thor, and yeah, each character, they have like Iron Man gets so many more abilities in this game. If you unlock him, make him better, it becomes a completely different character. You know, what you start off, the start off Iron Man is completely different to the one that you end up with, because it's just got so many more abilities and it's so much more fun. However, this actually then gets like pinned against them with things that they do later, and which I will get obviously into, but it's just really annoying to see that, like, how they kind of just abuse that system as well. Another thing that the gamers did really well, or I say really, not really well, is good, is that the actual main story is good, and it normally follows around the character Miss Marvel, and I'm gonna say, alright, I'm with you for a bit, Miss Marvel. When I first like saw this, I was just crazy, because obviously no one gives a shit about Miss Marvel, but maybe some people do, but I know I don't. But it was following around her and her story, but I never actually did eventually become good, and I actually did enjoy it. And I remember playing with my friend here, and yeah, I was having a lot of good fun when we were playing with it, so I couldn't complain with the story. It is fun. It's probably one of the, not the best stories, I would say, but one of the best things out of this game is that the actual story is good. You know, it follows a good act story, you know what I mean, and it is fun playing it. So I know I just said it's fun about 7 times there, but that's the only way I can describe it, because I don't want to go into spoilers, and it was a while ago when I played the story. So another thing this game does really well is basically it has like a battle pass system for each character, and then if you do a weekly challenge and a daily challenge, then you progress further in this. So there's 2 weekly and 2 daily. So this is actually like a nice fun way and incentive to keep bringing you back, and you know, using these characters to do the challenges on top of your daily missions, etc., whatever they are. Yeah, so this is actually quite a nice little system here. It was actually a really good way of like leveling up your characters, getting free cosmetics, and just, you know, you've already paid for the game, so you don't have to pay for even more stuff. So it was actually a really nice way of doing that. However, they then really abused the system, which then, you know, is a nice way for me to follow into what this game did bad, and there's a lot. One of the worst things about this game is corporate greed, and basically what I mean by that is everything costs money in this game. If you want to have, you know, cosmetics or something nice like that, it just costs so much money. And obviously I'm not saying never buy any cosmetics for these games, because it's just not worth it. So if you want 500 credits, which is like the like circuit boards, which is the premium currency, that costs like £5 to get a legendary skin. That is 1400. So that means you're paying about 15 quid per legendary skin. Now, is anything worth that money? Absolutely not. And the worst thing about this as well, when they release new characters in the game, they lock them behind paywalls. You know, their battle passes behind paywalls for the cosmetics, and those battle passes are 1,000, which means they're just locking a full thing for £10. That is just not worth it. You're not gonna get anything back from that. So it's just like, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean? The whole point in this type of game is to unlock more cool skins for, you know, your Avengers type stuff and make them look cooler while, you know, doing all the missions. So obviously to lock all this type of stuff behind paywalls is just madness, and it's just not worth it at all. So another huge flaw in this game is basically repetition and variation. So basically, I'll start with repetition. Every mission starts the exact same. You just do the exact same thing, go to somewhere, you kill everything, and then you wait for something, and then you kill everything, or you kill everything, and you wait for something, and then you kill everything, or you wait for something, and you kill everything, and then you kill everything. There is no difference in every map. You do the exact same thing on every mission, and the only variation, I will say, the bit of, is that they might have a boss battle, which you have to kill everything on the way, and instead of waiting for something, you just kill it instead. So there's just no difference in what actually happens in this game. It becomes very boring and very tedious, and eventually everything becomes the exact same. And what I mean by variation is that basically there's like 5 different like places you could have missions on. So there's like some different planet, Wakanda, and some like ship and stuff like that. And it's like they just reskin the exact same map. It's like you get given a corridor, and it's like how many times can you paint that corridor different? And that is what I guess that's what they were tasked with in, you know, the event making this game. Is like how many times can we make the same garage look different, or the same bin look, you know, prettier? So they really did nothing to make this more enjoyable, and every map is the exact same. And I'll say that me and my friend, the amount of times we don't know if we're on the same mission that we did last time, or we're on a different mission, because it just all looks the exact same and you're doing the exact same thing. So this is not a very good thing in the game. Another huge flaw in this game is there's a load of random crap. It's like they have like loads of factions and moduluses and, you know, all like shield stuff, and none of it actually means anything. It's just like cluttering the game to, I think, try and make you busy, or try like put you on other random stuff to, oh, you need to do this because wow, this will get you this, and this will get you this, and then this, and this will get you this. But none of that actually does anything towards anything. It's just all random story crap. And me and my friend did try to do some of it, and we don't even know what we're getting. We're getting stuff that I think is just gone out of the game, and there's no progression because they stopped it, because even they, you know, the developers, it was crap. So I don't even know anymore. Like this game, when it comes to this type of stuff, it is just dead in the water. There's just no point playing these like faction missions or doing one of the faction stuff, because I can't see what's useful about it. Another thing that's really crap about this game is about they have like locked missions that you have to have 4 people in this game, and I can guarantee you could try play this game all day and you are not going to find anyone to play with you, because this game is dead. And I feel like no one is actually like playing public lobbies, or not even trying to attempt to join with people, because I remember me and my friend, we had to do this like, mission, and this mission in the story, I think you're required to have 4 people in the lobby. You're not going to fill that. That mission is now done, because unless you can find 4 friends to play with you, no one's coming to play with you, because there's no one else on this game. It feels like I truly felt like we were the only 2 on Steam on this game. So yeah, the missions that require 4 people, or even maybe fucking 1, they're not happening because people aren't playing. So you're gonna struggle to find those types of missions to be filled. And the last thing, which I actually think is a complete insult to anyone that actually was playing this game, is what they did with the characters. And ultimately, this game is definitely salvageable, because, you know, if people do enjoy Marvel, and people enjoy Marvel, will want to play with these characters, right? So what all they need to do is just fix the game, plus some of the gameplay, make it actually a bit more, you know, enjoyable with, you know, the way they do stuff, and have unique characters that, you know, all the different characters that people like Vision, you know, Iron Man, just different, you know, different characters. But what they did is just took Thor, copied it, and made Jane Foster, and just took Hawkeye and copied it and made Kate Bishop. I mean, the new characters that they are adding are all the exact same characters that they have, and instead of even adding unique abilities, they've just copied the exact same skill trees and put them in. What an absolute joke. I mean, do you actually think people are going to pay, you know, 10 quid for a new battle pass just to have cosmetic skins and no difference for these characters? It's just madness that they even thought that is acceptable when it comes to like this type of game. So you know, it's actually like they just are taking the piss, and honestly, I'm definitely installing it after this, because that is a joke. And you know, if all they need to do for this game to make it good is just add unique characters, and people will actually play it. So to summarize, then, I do actually think this game can be fun. It does have a lot of positives. You know, the gameplay can be fun, however repetitive, and you know, the actual characters are good. However, there's just not enough of them, and the ones that they do are, they're all just copy and pasted. I mean, I reckon the next characters they've already said that add in is like Rhodey and probably like Bucky, which is just copy and paste from Captain America and Iron Man. Why even make different characters just when you can just copy and paste the same old ones? So I actually do see a future where they could make this game good and turn it around. However, I just don't think they want to, or they're even going to attempt to. I do think it'd take a lot of work, and I think honestly it'd be better now because this game has such a bad reputation. Just to leave it in the water now and just let it drown, because it's just overflowing with so much. It would just take so much work to fix. And I do think they should try to do a game like this again. However, you know, people don't want the same maps. Look at like a game like Warframe, I think, where there's lots of repetitiveness. Can be lots of repetitiveness. However, you know, everything feels unique. You have lots of different missions, unique. Just think Warframe but Avengers, and I think that would be quite a good game. So if you did enjoy this video, obviously like and subscribe. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.